And some news coming from Patrick County. A Stewart man is being held without bond after authorities say he violently attacked a woman during an August 23rd incident. According to Patrick County Sheriff Dan Smith, George Rucker, 42 of 174 Development Drive, was arrested on August 25th and charged with attempted murder, abduction, malicious wounding, strangulation, and domestic assault and battery. A criminal complaint filed by the sheriff's investigator, Jessup, alleged that Rucker reportedly threatened to kill a female victim before strangling her and beating her with a hammer while preventing her from leaving the residence. Sheriff Smith confirmed the victim sustained serious injury and was treated at Sova Health Martinsville. And I quote, "Rucker and the victim were involved in a relationship," Smith said. "We are fortunate that this didn't manifest into a homicide." Rucker remains in custody at the Patrick County Jail with no bond. The sheriff's office has not yet released further details regarding the ongoing investigation, but confirmed that the additional charges could be considered as the case proceeds through the court system. Rucker is scheduled to appear in Patrick County General District Court in the coming weeks. This investigation is ongoing. A Reedsville man is facing multiple felony offenses and misdemeanor charges following a high-speed pursuit through the city on Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025. According to the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office, deputies attempted to stop a black BMW around 3:44 p.m. on North Carolina Highway 14 after recognizing the vehicle from the previous hit-and-run incident. The car, which had front-end damage consistent with earlier reports, immediately fled when a deputy attempted a traffic stop. Authorities say the driver reached speeds of more than 130 miles an hour as the pursuit entered the city of Reedsville. The chase ended when the suspect pulled into an apartment complex on Leslie Court, where he fled on foot. Deputies reported seeing the suspect throw down a backpack while escaping. Inside the vehicle, deputies discovered two small children. The children were unharmed and were cared for by deputies until Rockingham County Department of Social Services arrived. They were later released into the custody of their mother. The suspect, identified as 32-year-old Alante Broadnax of Reedsville, was located a short time later at another apartment complex on Sherwood Drive by Reedsville police officers. He was charged with felony flee, elude arrest with motor vehicle, felony possession of Schedule II controlled substances, possession with intent to manufacture, sell, or distribute Schedule II controlled substances, 2 counts of misdemeanor child abuse, misdemeanor simple possession of Schedule III controlled substance, and misdemeanor possession of marijuana up to a ½ ounce. He was taken into the magistrates and issued a $1 million secured bond. His first court appearance is scheduled for September 10th, 2025 in Rockingham County District Court. In addition, the North Carolina State Highway Patrol issued Bronax a citation in connection with the previous hit-and-run incident. The Rockingham County Sheriff's Office thanks the Reedsville Police Department and North Carolina State Police Highway Patrol and Department of Social Services for their assistance.
We double up at Autos by Nelson, and now we're taking it to the next level. You'll still receive double the warranty on all new vehicles, but now we're offering triple the peace of mind. With free towing up to 125 miles and no collision deductible at our body shop for any new or used vehicle. It's just one more way we're tripling up at Autos by Nelson. Do you know her?
Sova Martinsville encourages men to take charge of their health starting today. Focus on 4 key areas. Schedule regular checkups, eat a balanced diet, stay active, and support your mental well-being. Small, consistent steps can lead to a longer, healthier life. Whether it's hitting the gym, eating smarter, or seeing your doctor, every action counts. Let Sova help you live your best life.
Save big this summer with this exclusive offer, only available at Cunningham Tire in Bassett. Now until August 16th, you can get a $100 rebate with the purchase and installation of a set of Michelin tires from Cunningham Tire. No other local tire dealer has this exclusive offer. With over 2,700 tires in stock, you can get tires installed today. We also offer alignments, state inspections, brakes, and oil changes. Call us today to schedule your appointment, 276-629-1142. Cunningham Tire, we keep you rolling.
My name is Patrick Sharp. I'm an attorney with the law firm of Gardner, Barrow & Sharp here in Martinsville. If you've been injured in a serious automobile collision or perhaps a minor injury with a rear-end collision, we've been handling personal injury cases in the area for almost 50 years. Give us a call for a free evaluation of your case, 276-638-2455.
Some news coming from Roanoke. The Roanoke police are searching for a 20-year-old man wanted in connection with a deadly shooting that took place outside a bar earlier Sunday morning. Authorities have issued an arrest warrant on Gilberto Hernandez Rodriguez, 20, of Roanoke, on a charge of second-degree murder. Rodriguez is believed to be driving a silver 2012 Kia Sorento with a Virginia license plate TJM4257. Officers responded to the 5300 block of Williams Road Northeast around 1:54 a.m. after receiving reports of a shooting. When they arrived, police located 31-year-old Jose Eduardo Vasquez of Roanoke suffering from gunshot wounds in the parking lot of a bar. Vasquez was transported to a local hospital where he later died from his injuries. According to the investigators, the shooting followed an altercation that began inside the bar involving Rodriguez and several others. Security removed the individual from this establishment, but the fight continued outside the parking lot. Police say it was during that confrontation that Vasquez was shot. Deputies have actively been working to locate Rodriguez and are urging anyone with information about his whereabouts to please contact the Roanoke Police Department or submit tips to the Crime Stoppers. Authorities have not yet released additional details about this investigation, but emphasize that Rodriguez should be considered armed and dangerous. This investigation is ongoing.
From small beginnings, I started a business here in Henry County. Through hard work, faith, and a commitment to doing what's right, I know what it takes to grow, to face challenges, and to find solutions that work. It's the same determination that I'll bring to the Board of Supervisors. Together, we can strengthen our community, create opportunities for our families, and build a future that Collinsville can be proud of. This ad's been authorized by Chris Lawless for Board of Supervisors.
Thanks for tuning in to BTW21 Weather. I'm Chad Hall. Today is September the 9th. Beautiful sunny skies today. Zero chance of rain. Got about a 9-mile-an-hour northeast wind coming through south side. And if you see our temperatures here, 68 degrees in Boones Mill, Rocky Mount about 69, 70 at Ferrum. We're going to round up to about 72 degrees here in Martinsville and Ridgeway. Looks like Ararat about 67 degrees, along with Stewart about 68, 67, excuse me. But then rolling into the overnight, you're going to see those temperatures begin to drop drastically. 49 degrees here on most of the south side down. We're going to be about 52 degrees. Ararat about 48 degrees. Going to be a big significant change in the morning. Again, we're going to see those winds from the north at about 4 miles an hour. Now we'll take a look at our overall today. 72 is going to be the high again, low about 52 degrees. All sunny skies though. So we're going to give today about a number 8. 4 to 9 mile an hour winds coming through. They feel actually pretty decent. We had a 6:57 a.m. sunrise. You can see the sunrise is beginning to get a little later. I know we're going to begin, and I hate to fall back. I really do. Won't be long. We'll be falling back, and some of that will be changing. I hate the dark at 5:30, but it is what it is. So now we'll take a look at our frill equipment. 5-day forecast. We want to thank Frill Equipment for helping us out. They got new tractors, new lawnmowers, and anything you need to get the job done. Let's jump right into Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to see sunny skies, about 76 degrees, same as Thursday, a little higher, about 79 degrees. Friday and Saturday, almost identical days, sunny skies at 79 degrees. So that's our 5-day forecast by Frill Equipment. Again, thanks for tuning in. Again, this is Ashbrook Audiology weather report, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Chad Hall. Everybody stay tuned. Tomorrow, hump day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Relationships, they are the most precious and important thing we have in life. An uncorrected or improperly corrected hearing loss negatively affects each and every one of those relationships. Did you know that you have hearing insurance benefits available to you? At Ashbrook Audiology, we are the region's go-to providers for benefits from affordable hearing care, true hearing, and many more. Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter, Martinsville and Danville.
All right, Coach Johnson, what's your main focus right now during conditioning on this off-season training? What's your main focus for these guys?
Making sure we're being very specific on the details. We're breaking down the details. We want the guys to understand the small things matter, and that's all we're doing out here. You know, is just making sure guys are understanding how to route run, how to catch a football, how to tuck a football, things that they may think they just do naturally, but we want to get it in their minds, the small things, because in a football game on Friday nights, those small things matter. Those small things lead to wins or losses, so we're trying to do that. Pressure is something that I've always been told, pressure either busts pipes, but that same pressure can also form a diamond. Which one are you going to be? And we like to think that, man, we're ready to become diamonds and handle pressure. Pressure is something that you put on yourself, and we're not doing that. We're coming out here, we're going to play a game we love. A lot of us been doing it our whole life. This is going into my 16th year coaching. Love it. And just trying to get these guys to understand, you don't worry about pressure. Pressure is nothing but what other people talk about. We're just going to go out, have fun, play this game the right way. To get better every week, my varsity guys got a lot of returners, super excited about them. And I know they're feeling a little bit of pressure they're putting on themselves because we hadn't really performed the way we know we could the last 2 years. So they got a chip on their shoulder. We're being overlooked a little bit. So they're excited about it. And I'm excited about the group I have. I have a great group of senior leaders, great group of juniors behind them. And man, we're going to have some sophomores and maybe even a freshman step up and make some noise this year as well. Always Magna Vista, Martinsville. The hometown games are always fun. You know, a lot goes into those. Outside noise goes into those games for these kids, but for me, it's fun. It's fun seeing the community get together, and it being everybody in the community comes together. There's no problems, no issues, and we just have a good time. Joy. Every day I wake up, I'm not dreading coming to my job. I love what I do, and it's because I get to come work with guys who really love being here, but I also get to work with guys who I know they might need me. And they know, hey, there are days I need them. So they bring this job, this career brings me a lot of joy. And it's all because of the kids I get to work with, the administrators I get to work for. And it's just, I love it. Even in my past job, loved it. Same thing. You know, just being in 2 different schools in this county over 16 years, it's been awesome. And I've really loved it.
It's more than just football.
It is way more than football to me. You know, football is probably the last thing on the list if I had to create a list of why I'm here. Football is probably last, but man, I find joy in this job, and I love giving glory to God through this job. So it's awesome feeling.
We're going to take another quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. I have more news when we get back.
You no longer have to come to Lee's Tire and Wheel to have your tires installed. Come on, let's go. Let me show you how it works.
Tana de Leon translates to the lion's den in English. It refers to a place or situation that is dangerous, challenging, or intimidating, much like a lion's lair. The phrase is often used metaphorically to describe confronting difficulties or facing formidable opponents. For example, if someone says, "I'm entering the lion's den," they mean they are about to deal with a challenging situation or confront someone powerful. So it's a vivid expression that captures the idea of facing adversity head on. So right now people can go on to samiamtheonebarber.com. It's a very detailed site, easy for booking. I'm at 62 Fayette Street, Suite 114. I'm the last suite in the building.
Looking for complete office solutions? From classrooms to corporate offices, we provide tailored designs. Get everything you need for your workspace from Bassett Office Supply, conveniently located at 2266 Ferrystone Park Highway. Transforming spaces for over 50 years. Visit us today.
For nearly 30 years, Drake Extrusion offers you the personalized service and flexibility of a custom supplier. With research and development based on 2 continents, Drake is on the cutting edge of polypropylene fiber technology. We work daily with polymer suppliers to improve existing products and meet the challenge of new end uses. We not only value our products, but we also value our employees. For more information, email us at info@drakeextrusion.com or give us a call at 276-632-0159.
Hi, I'm Ginger. Welcome to Oasis Wellness Escape right here in Martinsville. We'll see you at the Oasis, located at 2559 Greensboro Road, right here in Martinsville, 276-336-3067.
Now it's time for the BTW21 Sports presented by Gym 24.
I think, we finally have a lot of experience this offseason, a lot of older guys, 4-year players, guys that understand how the process starts from beginning to end. So those guys really bought into that, and, they're here. It's been an interesting offseason already, but they've been here, they've been working. The younger guys have come in, they try to hold those guys accountable, which is something we really haven't had before. That comes with experience, leadership, those things, but they've done a good job of that. They bought into the fact that it's their team. A player-led team wins more than a coach-led team, obviously. So, I think that's the message we try to put on those guys for the last couple of years. They finally figured that out, and I think they're finally showing that this offseason for sure, taking ownership of the team.
We got more guys in this year. We got more team chemistry since we've been playing longer with Fielder, and we stacking on. We started from 0-10 season, then we went to 3-7. Now we're shooting for state. I said that last year, but that's always the goal. It's just really about stacking days and getting better every day.
The expectations are high. We have depth finally. We've got guys we can play different positions. We've got experience. Those things are there now. We haven't had those the last couple of years. They know their expectations are high. We expect to be successful. We expect to win games. We expect to fight through adversity. Those are the things we didn't do in the past. We didn't stay together in tough situations. We quit when things started getting tough. We're changing districts, but the district we're going into is really tough. They're very well-coached teams, so we got to match that and be more athletic on top of that. But I do think these guys have bought into the fact that, we got to play 4 quarters, not one, hope things go well, and then if it doesn't, we quit. That's kind of been the problem here lately. But I think we're better with that. I think they understand that it's a full team concept. In the past, individuals want to get their own stats and those kind of things. Now I think they understand that it doesn't matter. The thing that matters most is having that number in a win column at the end of the day.
No, we've been building in the weight room, building on the field, been building on everything really, because nobody can ever be perfect, but that's what we hope to achieve in the coming up season. Physically, I think we're feeling a lot better from last season. I think we improved a lot. You know, for me, it looks like working hard every day in practice, doing everything right, getting the little details right, just doing the little things so we can hope to achieve the big things.
You know, discipline, you know, we got to increase our weight and we can't slack off doing this, and it's all about our leaders. Like, if the seniors don't step up, then we ain't really got a team. Yeah, it's tougher, definitely. You got to make sure you up to par with everything you do. You got to be a good role model for, like, the freshmen and sophomores that don't really know anything yet. You really got to live to the standard, you know.
They've come right in and fit right in. We've got a lot of, not a lot, we got a few guys that hadn't played in the last couple of years that are playing now. They've had a good impact already. You know, the guys have meshed well with those guys. And they're tough-minded guys. That's the main thing, you know. I mean, at least right now, when you get in the season, you'll find out who's really tough and who's not. But I think that everything's kind of meshed well together. We've got a new rule this year, 60%. If you don't make the offseason 60% of the time, you don't get to play. And I think that helps. You know, the guys that are in and out all the time, they're not here. So that togetherness is there, and those guys really, they kind of bought in. They understand that it's an investment. They put that investment in, and they work hard for it. You know, our thing is we've got the skill level, we've got strength, we've got experience. We've got to have mental toughness. That's all we've talked about is mental toughness. You can't quit in the second quarter when things are tough. You can't quit in the fourth quarter when things are tough. And on the flip side of that, you can't quit when you're up, when you're winning. You've got to play 4 straight quarters of mental tough football and you know, play by play kind of situation. You can't get high when it's high. You can't get low when it's low. You got to play through that. And I think that's been our whole talk. We've got to be mentally tough. We've had a good off season. We've had guys that have put a lot of work in, but you know, all that stuff doesn't matter if you quit the second things get tough. Then you just waste your off season. So that's been our thing. Do better, get tougher. You know, we talk about grit. That's one of our main things. We don't say it all the time, but we know that's what we're talking about. Grit. You got to fight through stuff. We're a program that's going to be built on grit, and I think they understand what that looks like now. They've seen what happens. You look at last year, our second quarters in a couple games were bad. You know, we were in tight ball games early. We quit. We can't do that. Give yourself a chance in third and fourth quarter. Who knows what's going to happen?
We'll take our very last commercial break. When we get back, we'll have your Apex Bail Bonds Crime Report.
Frustrated by that crack in your windshield? At Daniels Auto Glass, we don't just fix glass, we restore your peace of mind. Our certified technicians use top-grade materials and precision techniques to repair or replace any auto glass damage. Need us to come to you? Our mobile service brings our expertise right to your home or office. Don't let that chip become a crack, or that crack become a bigger problem. We are ready to serve you. Daniels Auto Glass, clear views ahead, peace of mind guaranteed.
When you need help on the road, trust the name that's always there. Harbor Towing and Recovery, located at 6010 Greensboro Road in Ridgeway, Virginia. We're certified, licensed, and insured, ready to serve you any time of day or night. Whether it's tires, brakes, or engine repair, we've got you covered. Call 276-632-2580, and remember, in a roadside emergency, tell the police to call Harbor Towing and Recovery, a name you can trust.
At PVT Express, we're fast, we're reliable, and we're here when you need us. From oil changes to major jobs, PVT has you covered with the best technicians in the business. Stop by our service center where our certified technicians will get your oil change done right. Visit us today at PVT Express, where speed meets service. PVT Express, done right.
Legacy Insurance is your choice for great service, staff, and experience. Legacy wants the best for what fits your needs. They offer multiple plans and services to fit your needs and your budget. These services include Medicare, healthcare, life insurance, annuities, and other financial services. Legacy wants to make sure that you have the right plan. Give Legacy a call at 276-358-4001.
Thank you for being here, BTW21, for your Apex Bail Bonds Crime Report, today being August the 14th. First up being Rodney Connor, Henry County, Virginia, position on Schedule 1 or 2, drugs. William Gray, Henry County, Virginia, assault on a law officer, abduction by force, failure to stop for law enforcement, prevent law enforcement in making an arrest, and probation violation 9 counts. Ronnie Powell, Henry County, Virginia, grand larceny, auto theft. Isaiah Guthrie, Henry County, Virginia, assault on law enforcement. Carrie Harlow, Henry County, Virginia, bond threat. Alyssa Anthony, Henry County, Virginia, assault on family member. And ultimately, Robert Rymowski Jr., Henry County, Virginia, probation violation, felony. Thank you for being here with BTW21 for your Apex Bail Bonds Crime Report.
If you slip up, you need a bondsman you can trust at your side. At Apex Bail Bonds in Martinsville, our agents are with you at every step, not just the day you bond out. Need affordable bail? You'll get the same low rates we offer in Danville and Reedsville. Apex Bail Bonds has the only bail bondsman around licensed on both sides of the Virginia-Carolina line. Provides fast releases and affordable bail at the lowest rates allowed by law. Apex Bail Bonds, Martinsville, across from Checkered Pig, for the lowest rates allowed.
Alfred Moore, age 93, passed away Tuesday, September the 2nd, 2025. A funeral service will be held Wednesday, September the 10th at 12 p.m. at Norris Funeral Services in Martinsville. The visitation will be held 1 hour prior to that service. Online condolences may be made by visiting norrisfuneral.com. Mary Hodges Robertson, 80, passed away Monday, September the 1st, 2025. A memorial service for Talmadge Eugene Robertson and Mary Hodges Robertson will be held Sunday, September the 14th at 4 p.m. at Norris Funeral Services in Martinsville, Virginia. Norris Funeral Services serving the family. Lemuel Thayford Spencer, of 97 of Bassett, Virginia, passed away Friday, September the 5th, 2025. A funeral service will be held Friday, September the 12th at 12 p.m. at County Line Church of God of Prophecy. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to that service. Bassett Funeral Service is honored to serve the Spencer family. Jacob Curlin Hollingsworth, 30, of Bassett, Virginia, passed away Saturday, September the 6th, 2025. A graveside service will be held Thursday, September the 11th at 1 p.m. at Mount Hermon Church of the Brethren Cemetery. Online condolences may be made by visiting BassettFuneralService.com.
With the addition of the horse and carriage as a transportation option to the cemetery, this package allows the family to add a level of elegance at an already difficult time. Call or come see us for all your pre-need and at-need concerns. Bassett Funeral Service, 3665 Ferrystone Park Highway, 276-629-1770.
At Autos by Nelson, we value our customers.